We just arrived at the Video Game Summit. It is 1 o'clock.
This is my
This
stuff.
is Paul's rubbish. Great stuff.
Yeah. It's all garbage, man.
Garbage. Paul Zim. And this Paul has brought a Super Pac-Man.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Custom made. It's beautiful, young man. And this is where the action will happen in this room. It's going to be amazing. And who is responsible for this crime? This young man, right? Ta-da! Look at this. We're getting a good start.
Well, Paul Niemeyer made the Pac-Man.
That he did?
He's the one.
He's the one. He's the one responsible.
I wonder how long it took him to make it.
Probably a good hour. But the Pac-Man eyes are backwards.
Yes. Something is off.
Paul, you're required.
Oh,
Anyway, good morning. Good morning. Hey, we're going to have a great time. So this is 1 o'clock Friday. The show is just setting up. You can see the room is going to be buzzing tomorrow. Actually, later today. And there's where we'll be doing the seminar, right up there. Scotty?
Yes,
That's where I'll be the star of the show.
for sure. People have been lined up since yesterday waiting to see you.
There's
to catch
nobody
a
here
glimpse.
at all. Oh, man. All this is fun. Remember, it's only 1 o'clock Friday, and the show doesn't open until 9 o'clock Saturday. But we have a lot of other stuff we're going to be doing in the meantime, don't we? I think we do. Well, we had lunch at Portillo's,
Yeah, Portillo's, excellent.
and it was good.
4061, your food is done.
And I had a hot dog. I did. It was good. With pickles and things. It's most unusual. And even the family car is up on the second level.
It was delicious.
Yeah, we liked it.
Italian
it was good.
beef, crinkle cut fries, sweet peppers. And you had onion rings, right, Todd?
Yep.
How were they?
They were good.
Were they crunchy?
I think some of them are still in my teeth.
Fair enough. So you enjoy them later as well.
Young man, are you ready?
I don't know if I want to go.
You're gonna skip breakfast? Come on.
I'm starving. Look, I laid it all out. Paul said there'd be sandwiches.
What a beautiful 5-star breakfast right here.
Well, coffee pot, beautiful, silver.
Look at that. Polished as well, right?
Center City. Well, where should we go? Something spectacular, right?
Well, I heard we were gonna go to Angel's. Not to be confused with your Angelina. Let's.
Humid here.
Yeah.
Look at this. The truck's half unloaded already. And your son's on the way in there to set up his booth. He expects to sell everything out, right?
Right.
No, he's not. Of course he's not going to sell everything out. You know, we heard this story where the guy did not want to sell everything. The guy came in and picked each piece. He said, add it all up, I'll pay you the whole price. And your son said, what did he say?
What do you think?
He gave him a price.
He gave him a price, and the guy said, "But I don't want to sell it all because I can't come back tomorrow."
Say, he didn't want
what
to
are
sell
you here
everything.
for?
So I said, usually people have more. And I understand your son has a lot more of the stuff at the shop. A lot of classic old games that right in that box are pristine, seedless cucumbers and no, just arcade games.
Yeah,
In home format. We're going to go in soon, but first we're going to go out to breakfast, right? Got to start
Absolutely, I
someplace.
can't wait.
Angels for breakfast for us, Scott. Let's go in.
Pancake Cafe 2. That means it was sign.
There it is. Officially. We're here.
The Video Game Summit 2025.
And look, I'm willing to bet this young man just got stuff sent to him for the Video Game Summit. And it is in this direction. We'll be able to get a coffee refill if we need it. Here it is. Now we'll see the official opening. The official opening. And we are here, young man. Here is the man responsible for all this. I'll take. Should I take? No, I think I'll take mine. I have wonderful news. One of our buddies for the group, Scott, or John, has driven from Ohio to be on stage with us. And he is parking his car. His name is John Patrick. So he is going to join us by surprise, young man.
So I guess you want to know.
Yes, that would be great if you could get him in. We're excited.
This is it.
And look, the premiere program.
No, these are old ones.
These are the old ones. Yes,
I
2016.
make the digest programs for the show this year because by the timing didn't give enough money for it.
Dan is responsible for this show,
Yes, I
and he spent a lot of time planning for it, so we're excited to see what it's going to be like.
The program's will be online probably about a month because
About a month, we can do it.
as I told you in Power
Good.
yesterday that our skin remodeled.
Good. We're ready. So we're going to make that out to John.
Retromania Wrestling, which is a console.
What are you doing? I just played the voice of Macho Man Randy Savage wrestling.
And look, you can play spiders. This program's it here. Look, there's spiders. It's loading. I can't play it by myself.
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. Oh, that's pretty scary.
Here, move left and right. Here we go. They're chasing me. Here, hold that for a second.
Okay, Paul's watching you anxiously.
Paul, what?
Watching you anxiously.
Dave, you let us know what we can do.
You have to kill before they hatch. See, that's the key. Because once they hatch, they'll be wanting to do nothing but destroy you.
That sounds like spiders. That was bad news.
Look. And there's Paul.
The Macho Man is here.
I took my shoes off.
We waited.
Whoa!
We were treated like dog dirt.
No, we're gonna treat you like king.
Tonight will be stuffed.
Todd, you didn't even get a VIP badge. It says guest on there. Other badge, it said VIP on
I
there.
wrote Jeff on mine.
I just got the
Here. You want to be a VIP?
Hall of Fame medallion.
I am.
Let me see. Let me see your card.
Todd, there were other badges there. It said VIP. Yours just says guest.
Let me see your. Let me see yours.
Guest. I'm the star of the show. Look, in silver. See, that's the way to market.
Star.
I'm a star.
Star. I gotta like highlight it right through the
The
eyes.
best.
The best. I mean, I wanted one of these badges, but I had to apparently get with Walter.
special one.
Go WTF.
Nice.
So far.
Oh, okay, good.
We're gonna walk around. Paul's already taken in over $1,000.
No, $80.
$80,000? $80,000?
He's got autographed world record carts.
So, see?
There's Sonic Mania. You only need the
special
box.
Pinball Expo Spirit Award, which probably only about 5 people in the whole history of Pinball Expo.
I'll buy that. How much?
No. But I do have this.
I'll give you $1,000 for it.
Rob Burke thinks you're trash compared
This
to
is
Paul.
from Robert's Arcade Expo. He only did one Arcade Expo. And this is a gift he was giving to the vendors.
You know what? I'll bring mine in and I'll sell mine for $1,500.
I got one of those.
Yeah.
Because I was at
Sell for
How much does it sell for?
He's
$1,000?
dumping it
I'm
for
selling it for
500.
500.
Really? You're dumping it? Wow.
I am.
He needs the
I'm
money.
nostalgic for it. Never used it. I did a panel with Brian Cohen.
Pinball Master. Where are your these are what you make.
Yeah, so I do hand painted pixel art. So that's on wood
That's amazing.
with acrylic
Holy.
paint, and I do all the designs before I print them out and then paint.
Now this man is responsible for the QBERT imaging and the movements and the animation.
Todd, that is not Jeff Lee.
It's at, I'm not Jeff Lee. I'm Jeffrey Whitney.
Jeffrey Whitney. It
Yes.
just says the pixelation.
I am a published author with 30 books published. So we have the complete Genesis, the Metroidvania Chronicles, as well as I have a Super Nintendo book and lots of others.
Do you have a website?
I do. HagensAlley.com.
Spell
is my
that.
book. HAGENS Alley.
There you go, HagensAlley.com.
.com. I also was a video game publisher for premium edition games. I created the company, published Nintendo Switch games for 5 years.
Oh, neat.
And had to sell it because I'm in the Army as well. I'm active
Thank
duty
you for your
Army for
service.
20 years right now.
Thank you.
So,
Active duty.
yeah. So,
And he does this on the side for fun.
Todd, that's not the duty that you're thinking about either.
oh, it might be. I mean, you never know.
Now Paul is still in bed.
Apparently partying with me at dinner before going out with you guys was too much for
He
me.
never went out. Oh, but he has them signed. We'll have to come back when Paul's here. We'll come back.
But yeah, they do all these fun pixel art things on the side. It helps me unplug from the internet and just do something tactile. It's very, very tactile, something that I can like get away from the internet. Because I work on my books on.
Now notice he said tactile. That is a Army reference.
Absolutely. I mean, I am a sergeant major in the Army.
See?
I'm a little brainwashed at this point in time.
Good. We're good so far.
All right.
You're late.
What?
You're late.
Yeah, well,
9 a.m., young man. People have been waiting.
I'm an old man.
And where's Paul? Where the hell's Paul? Still buried under the covers. Look, they gave you,
Another badge?
but it doesn't say Jeff. I guess a guest.
You gave me one yesterday.
Okay. Got an extra one. He's going to get set up.
Somehow.
Now this is the early arrival. From 9 to 10, you paid a little extra to get in earlier. And then 10 o'clock the officially open.
Like if I sell one, I gotta take a picture with it so I can make another.
Well, the show is officially open. It's now 10:05, and people are filtering in. There's some folks there that are looking through some rare titles. All right. And Paul is still not here. So useless. Wait a minute, there he is. He's arrived. But Jeff finally showed up.
Finally.
You stayed in bed for a long time, young man.
I was up in and out of bed all night.
And
Must have been that late meal.
there's a perfect...
It unsettled me.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Did you get
I
one?
will. Before I leave, I will
Good.
get one. And Jeff accepts credit cards, which makes it easy for me to make a purchase. So thank you for that.
CC's. That'll travel fine in the box,
There's some
too.
neat QBERT art in this box, too. I don't know if you saw this with the croquet, which I thought was really neat.
I'm a croquet player.
Yeah. QBERT having a bad day there.
Oh.
And then this one was even more fun, playing games of chance.
Shooting craps.
And look, there's Slick and Coily and Wrong Way and Ugg, and I forget the other.
Can you
name, but all the main
do
characters.
the sounds of the characters?
I really can't.
No.
I mean, I remember. That kind of, does that count?
It does. It was nice. He joined us for dinner last night.
Yeah, thanks so much for dinner.
What was the
I had
place?
I had breakfast
Tony's.
for dinner.
Tony's.
Had breakfast for dinner.
Sometimes did Three Stooges of art on that
We
banner.
stuffed it. Yep. He also did the when we sold out in the Galloping Ghost video, which I'll put a link at the end. We were there earlier in the day yesterday.
Yeah, a lot of fun. Thanks to Doc Mack for hosting us there yesterday. What a time.
Be nuts there today.
Probably another packed day.
Now, right?
Yeah, it was packed yesterday, too.
There we go. JeffreyPlee.com is the website too.
Yes.
And
But
we
really,
have
it's
our
Jeffrey
QBERTs.
P. Lee. Jeffrey
P. Lee.
Right?
I like P. Lee better.
Yes.
Now later, we'll be doing a little talk up front. But I notice there's a big line. That's me. I'm here in person. In person. Big. Bigger than ever. So we have we already have some console starts. Now that the show is officially open, you get a quick overhaul view. And there's a nice crowd of people waiting to come in. It's good, just like any good show. The place is humming. And are you over $80?
I am. I'm $100 now.
There, see, I told you. And there's over 100 people on their way. That's good. Cash only. Oh. Back again for more fun. And look, we have two of these beautiful things. Did you sell more?
No,
Not yet?
not yet.
Good. Well, at least we got ours. We got ours, Derek.
Mostly just some red.
That's good. That's good. I see we have a young one. This is our, maybe the littlest person here. Sorry. Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Now this is Carl, and he's filming me. You saw him in our Galloping Ghost video. He went back and did get the world record on
Violent Storm. Yes, using Boris.
yes, Capcom's Violent Storm.
And it was because of my mentor, my inspiration, my encouragement from TNT Amusements, Todd and Tuckey.
And he also had coffee too. Yes, that's true. That's good. I'm glad he went. Now we're going to go back to Galloping Ghost tomorrow. Tonight we're going to Jeremy Fox's Prince's Arcade.
Oh, Prince Arcade's right.
Prince Arcade. And then tomorrow we will return to Doc and wander about and aggravate him. I'm going to aggravate the hell out of him.
Where is Prince Arcade?
It's about 20 minutes from here.
Yeah, it's close to here.
It's very close. Jeremy just expanded. He rented another chunk of building. So now the arcade's bigger than ever. It's flat rate. And I've been assured that every single game is working. And he has 5 games in the back, emergencies. So if the monitor goes out in one game, he'll roll it out within the hour and put another one in. So he doesn't want to have. So we're gonna verify that tonight. Carl and I are gonna go over. Well, I don't know. You could probably visit it too at some point, but
I'd like to. You should join us if you're around. We're gonna have.
it went fine, Paul. The show went fine. We were here on stage. We had a small group, but they were very interested, and also people everywhere could hear us. The place is still very, very busy, and so far so good. Paul, have you made another $20? Sorry.
And it's already so that we got to and also could see that we knew the machine and really wanted us to work there. So they gave us the red carpet treatment for a couple of days. And we chose Acme. So that was, we thought there was chemistry there.
Here it is. It's about 2 in the afternoon and still going strong. Got right in front of me.
Doing a little browsing.
Now you just purchased all of these, right?
No, I'm curious because I'm not familiar with this.
But you are familiar with this.
I did purchase that.
I offered him $10 and he turned me down.
Well, he took my $10. Wah, wah.
Look, Freebird. You can't beat free. I bet my car better not be in there.
It's hard to even get water for free anymore. Places charge.
They had television. Why would you get a notification?
So I'm like, what are you talking about?
The talk is over. That lasted over an hour. People seem to enjoy it.
I went to Roger Sharp the next morning, our marketing guy, who's our Hollywood liaison, and I said, I want to do Terminator 2. I want to do this game. And he goes, well, Steve Ritchie has already gotten started on it, and he's got John Yowzy lined up to be the artist on it. Do you know John?
I've seen him.
All right.
I've never met him.
He is an absolute sweetheart. He's one of the nicest.
The man that did the artwork for Terminator
is John Yowzy. No ego.
The pinball.
Completely modest and just a wonderful, sweet guy. And I worked, in conjunction, back and forth, doing games with him for a number of years at Williams. Well, I was going to do that game even if John was already assigned to it. So a year or so year and a half before this, Steve and I had done Black Knight 2000.
Right.
And if you know Steve Ritchie's personality in the 80s, he and I were like this on Black Knight 2000. I had really strong ideas of what I wanted to do for a futuristic, fully armored knight on a saddle on the back of a flying pteranodon. Flying dinosaurs with long lances, and the knights were like swooping through the air on the classic Steve Ritchie, ball travel, going swoosh, swoosh, and I thought, yes, knights on dinosaurs. Way ahead of, let's say, Avatar and the kind of flying creatures that Avatar did. But I thought that'd be cool with these long lances. He hated the idea. I tried to pitch him, tried to sell him. He finally lost his temper with me and says, God damn it, Doug, all I want is a black knight on a black horse with lightning bolts. If you look at Black Knight 2000, that entire game art package is a black knight on a black horse and lightning bolts, and absolutely nothing else.
Well, you did have the mirrored back glass.
Well, I was going to make sure I had retro. I didn't want to paint it. I wanted to have that retro mirror flash to it, and I wanted to have a strong sense of graphic design to do the lightning bolts. His whole main playfield was just a circle of lightning bolts that would go swoosh like this. Mm-hmm. So I just put graphics around that. There's no illustration on the playfield at all.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I put illustration on the plastics a little bit, but the playfield has no drawing on it.
It's just shapes.
It's just graphic. He loved it. By any offense, by the time we were done with it, we weren't talking to each other. I didn't want to work with Steve again. Steve didn't want to work with me again. We were fine with that situation. I had other people who wanted to work with me. But I read that script and I'm like, damn, Steve already got a hold of this? Fuck. Now I have to go convince him not to use the best illustrator ever in pinball, John Yowzen, and go with me, the guy he never wanted to work with again. So I went up to his office. He had the blueprint for it on his drafting table, and he was busy laying out inserts. The plastic inserts that go on the playfield. He has a number of them, and he's laying them out how he thinks they might go in the game. I take one look at his insert layout, and I go, no. So I said, Steve, let me show you what I think would be good. And then I laid all the inserts out, and then I identified this is where the extra ball should go, this is where this feature should go, this is where special should go, here's where the little red pointer lights for the shots should go, so you can light them up so the programmer can just lead the player around the game by the nose. You don't have to read the instruction card. You don't have to read anything. You can walk up to T2 without having any knowledge of how to play it at all, and you can have the wonderful time playing that game because of how I laid the inserts out and designed the communication system. It's so simple and graphic. That afternoon, I miraculously talked Steve Ritchie into having me be his artist on that game, and I gently elbowed John Yowzi aside so I could do it. And now, Terminator 2, to this day, is the #1 most popular game in Europe.
It's a beautiful game.
30-something years later, and later, because I talked to John to make sure he was okay about this whole process, and he told me years later, Doug, I can't believe the courage you had to use 3 grays on a playfield. Because John is all about classic pinball being color saturated and sort of like jelly bean colors everywhere, because he thought that's what pinball art had to be. And I realized, no, it doesn't. Pinball art has to go with the package of what it's trying to be, which is a license for a James Cameron movie. And I had studied James Cameron's color palette. If you look at all the movies he did in the 80s, they're all blue. He doesn't. A lot of stuff is shot at night. It's a lot of gray, a lot of blue, because he's using orange filters on his camera lenses to make everything look blue like that, and little touches of hot red paint, such as in a Terminator eye, or in a siren light on top of a cop car, something like that. So it's a lot of blue, a lot of gray, and a little touch of red. So my entire playfield package on T2 is a lot of gray, a little bit of blue, and little tiny touches of red, exactly where I wanted the player's eye to go, which is around the inserts. That's where the game is on the inserts. So I had a design package bracketed by grays instead of saturated color everywhere where you don't know what's important. I put color only where the player needed to look to play the game well. And no one had ever done that before. And now it's the most popular game in the history of Europe. So I must have done something right. So that's how T2 came about, but also the painting. James Cameron, when he does a project, holds it close to his chest like you wouldn't believe. He doesn't want to let anybody see anything about it. Now, we bought the license. We paid money for his license, and he showed me nothing about what his movie looked like. I had no idea. I read the script, but what does it look like? What do I make game art based on? Nothing. I got a handful of pencil sketches that Cameron himself had drawn, delineating his idea of what Arnold's face was going to look like at various stages of the movie when it began to deteriorate and get weathered and blasted off. So I realized if I'm going to do a great Arnold portrait, I have to show him with his face half ripped off and with one red eye glowing at it, and that's what would be compelling to the audience. It's only in that black and white quick sketch that Cameron did, but I knew that's what I had to do. But I had no pictures of Arnold, nothing. So I found an old Starlog magazine that included the first Terminator movie, and there was a shot of Arnold's face about that big in this old Starlog. And that's all the reference I had to do that backlash painting. What his face actually looked like in the movie Torn Up, never saw it, I made it up. If you actually see the movie and see my artwork and go, oh, they're actually nothing alike. But I got close enough that people just believed it. So in my composition, because I love strong composition and balance, there's Arnold's face in the middle staring at the player, dressing you like this, and that had to be. And I had two endoskeletons on either side of it. One bigger, one smaller. Because I wanted that theme of here's Arnold's face, metal underneath, and here's the metal Terminators that he's actually based on, with flesh covering it. Which is what Skynet did, is put flesh over the Terminator's endoskeletons. Finish the painting, send it off, it's got to be approved by the studio has to approve it, Cameron has to approve it, Arnold has to approve it, and Arnold's agent has to approve it. So there's a gauntlet you got to run when you do licenses, which is why artists today don't even try. They just take the style guide from the studio and they just Photoshop a game together based on the style guide. They don't draw anything. They haven't for years. I mean, JP over at Jersey Jack really can't figure draw at all. He's a motion graphic artist. That's his strength. And he has made game after game after game for Jersey Jack and for Stern that are just basically photoshopped collections of images based on the style guide that the marketing department sends to him. Which is why the games look like that. In any event, Arnold sees it, and his response to my painting was, I need to see myself wearing the sunglasses. I got this big Arnold face half ripped off. I can't put sunglasses on that. The whole thing just goes to sleep. You know, he's got to be staring at you, addressing the viewer. I can't put sunglasses on. What do I do? He knew that his signature look for the entire movie was going to be the leather motorcycle jacket and the sunglasses and the shotgun. That was the movie poster. Well, Arnold knew that, but I didn't. Nobody showed me a poster of anything. What am I supposed to work from? So I was like, what do I do? What do I do? So I painted on my original painting right on top of one of those endoskeleton heads and put another Arnold face on top. I felt like Skynet itself, painting flesh on top of an endoskeleton. And once I had got that done, I didn't know what the sunglasses looked like. What kind of sunglasses? Are they wraparounds? Are they slits? What are they? I just made up some sunglasses to go on Arnold's face. And I was lucky enough to guess close enough that nobody can tell. So I got sunglasses on a smaller Arnold head here. If I leave it flesh colored, it'll compete with the big one, so I grade him out so he's like almost metallic looking, but not quite. So he doesn't compete color-wise with the big Arnold face. So that was the story behind how the Backlash got done, based on a movie license that we paid for that we got not one picture of the film from. Nothing. So that whole game I made up from other material other than what the movie was about. And then I was lucky enough, me and Roger Sharp got to go to the Hollywood premiere of the movie, which was at this massive movie theater with like 500 people in it. Everybody in there is a movie star.
Yeah.
Or married to one. Holy cow. Everybody's rubbernecking around checking out all the movie stars around me. I'd never seen so many celebrities in one place. Roger and I are sitting in our seats about halfway in the middle of the theater, and I'm completely relaxed. I'm having a wonderful time. And all these movie stars are rubbernecking around seeing who's in the audience with us, and they keep looking back at me. And they go, who's that?
Yeah.
He must be somebody important or he wouldn't be in this theater. But we don't know who he is. Should I know him? Would it be important for me to know this guy sitting there who I don't recognize? So they keep looking at me. All these actors, this is 91, so it's a whole different bunch of actors than we know today. Right. But Lou Ferrigno is sitting right in front of me for the movie, and I was doing this because he's 6'5" and he's massive, married to this little teeny tiny woman. And I got Lou right here, and I'm like, God damn, Lou. I couldn't complain much because he's deaf. He doesn't really hear much.
You should have switched seats with Roger Sharp.
What am I going to do that to Roger?
Poor Roger. Now, do you know, well, this man is, in fact, Doug Watson.
Who are we talking to?
You.
Oh, yes.
We're talking to them.
Yeah, you've been taking video, though.
That's the guy. And you know what? Show us that list. This man, your list of all the wonderful things you've done.
Well, that's about 3/4 of them. Anyway.
He is responsible. There's the Terminator, the story you just heard, but all these other games that and you heard the Black Knight 2000 story. But if you had question about Pantera, I call it Pantera. It's an inside joke.
Fine.
And the Devil's Dare. And that back glass is hanging at our party place.
Well, the Devil's Dare that you have is not mine.
Oh.
There's a story behind Devil's Dare.
Uh-oh.
In Gottlieb, in the early days, they came with me with the title Devil's Dare for a pinball game.
Right.
Which was pretty daring for Gottlieb at the time to have the word devil in anything. This is 1980 or so.
Okay.
Gottlieb was by far the most conservative pinball manufacturer out there in terms of taste. They had Gordon Morrison as their signature artist, who is nothing but a cartoon, happy family, colorful style. I'm not that artist. So I did a first version of Devil's Dare with that same devil in the same pose with an offering hand like this, only mine had naked green winged bat imps, absolute babes, reclining on all the readouts for the game. Nudity, but fantasy nudity. And if you know my career, I did more naked women on pinball games than any other artist in history because I knew how to get away with it. And mine was done in classic silkscreen style, and it was strikingly intense. Gottlieb saw that, what I had done, because you printed one up, and they went, oh no, this is way too intense. So they had Dave Moore, a buddy of mine at Advertising Posters, take my layout, redo it in oil paint, tone it way down, so it is no longer near as terrifying as the one I had done, and that's what you have hanging on your wall, is Dave Moore's painting of my layout.
Do you still have any paintings of your original one?
I have all my paintings of my original.
So you have the originals?
The original wasn't a painting.
Okay.
It was a silkscreen on glass. Okay? There's one. I own it. Only one in the world.
Ah. When can we see it? In a book?
I don't know when you can see it. I'm sure somebody somewhere photographed it, because lately I've been discovering pictures of myself and my artwork and things I did that I haven't seen in 30 years, and they're just showing up on the internet.
You see, Doug is now a celebrity. When he goes to shows, people are groveling at your feet, almost.
No, they're not. But there's no groveling.
There's no groveling.
Thoroughly enjoy lining up to get my signature on something, and I end up signing their games. I end up signing chunks of plastic, chunks of wood. I was just in Germany 2 weeks ago, where they treated me like an absolute rock star. It was wonderful. I can't thank my hosts in Germany enough for how they bent over backwards to make me feel like Elvis Presley at the height of his career.
And way back then, they didn't get, these poor guys and men and women didn't get any of this treatment because it was a job, their job to produce.
Actually, at advertising posters, they would have gone out of the way to prevent that from happening. They didn't want the artists to develop any sense of self-esteem or self-respect. They paid us that much money, ridiculously low money, and they treated the artists like absolute shit. Now, if you know anything about the entertainment industry in general, this is not unusual. Whether you're working for Disney or anybody else, the artists themselves, oh no, we don't want them having any sort of recognition or fame. We're going to own every single mark they make on a page. The artist owns nothing. Welcome to the entertainment industry.
Can you tell us your favorite arcade video game art that you did?
No.
You can't pin it down to even close to one?
No.
What about Discitron? Beautiful.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. And him standing in the big piece of glass.
All right. I'm thinking about, just to give you a title, one of my favorite art packages I did for a video game was called Crater Raider.
Yes, none of us saw one. There's so few made.
Doc has one at Galloping Ghost.
I saw it. We walked by.
Okay, it's one of Doc's favorite art packages too, which is why he is a fan of mine. Because he's got like 8 of my video games in there, which I can't even remember.
Have side art originally, or was it always just stern?
Back in that era, you got to understand how cabinet art was created. It was stenciled. You can't do jack shit with a stencil.
Okay.
It's awful. Yes, I stenciled the side cabinet for Scramble. Is it memorable in any way because of the primitive technology at the time?
Yeah, so was
Pinball
the
was also
that was stenciled for a long time.
Back in that era, we didn't come along with silk
1981.
screen cabinets until 81 or 82.
Yeah.
So before then, I'm doing nothing but stencil artwork, and what a pain it was to try to make it look like anything.
But then you did the artwork for the original Black Knight, or just the Black Knight 2000?
Just Black Knight 2000.
Okay.
The original was in 1978 by Tony Ramuni.
Okay.
Who became a friend of mine when I came to Bally.
Because that has very nice stencil artwork on the side. I mean, for the time.
Yes.
And I think the game got released in 1980, but it was still stenciled.
Yeah.
Wow, what a wonderful. Now, did you all enjoy that experience? You better say yes, and I better see some thumbs up. Thank you, Doug, for sharing those really great stories with us.
You're very welcome.
And maybe this is the first time you've heard them. But isn't it nice that finally this man is going around and talking to his fans and meeting all the people that loved the artwork you've done on all these games?
Well, this is not my first show.
No?
I've been to about a dozen pinball shows.
That's been not a lot yet.
Expo several times.
Good. And more coming.
Yes, I'm sure that for some reason people still care about what I did 30 and 40 years ago. For some miraculous reason, I'm more popular now than I ever was when I was doing it.
And I also pointed out earlier, he was also the only man to show up in a dress shirt and tie. And all of us look like slobs. Oh. But that means that you care a lot for your fan base. That's what it tells us.
I'll go with that excuse, yeah.
That means. Thanks again, young man.
Thank you.
Well, the show is winding down. The tables are disappearing fast. And it is approaching 5 o'clock. And people are ready, I guess, for dinner. There's still a few people. I see Scott nesting over here in the corner. Well, Dan, the show is winding down. Were you happy with the results?
I'm happy with it.
Good. That's good. Were you happy with the results?
I was.
He did a marvelous, wonderful job, and he presented everybody at the show that did a booth a VGS pin.
Yes.
I got one. Did you? No.
I will.
He will. He's going to make Dan insist. But thank you very much for having us here. We had a lot of fun. I got a lot of great video. We'll get the video up next week so you can see it. I'm going to cut him completely out of the video.
They want to see my face.
Oh, what a face. Thanks again, young man. I think we had a lot of fun. Did a great job. Good work. Good night. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.